the WCW DLC being the last DLC to be released tomorrow, WWE 2K released another patch update titled Patch 1.24 that brought in a lot of new content. Now, before we dive right into today's video, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well because it does help out the channel a lot. But like I always say, I'm not wasting you guys' time, and let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. So as you guys all know, how these patch update videos usually work is that I would show you guys the patch notes. Now, as you guys can see on the screen right here, we don't have any patch notes for patch 1.24 because they are still stuck on patch 1.19. So it seems like this patch update didn't get any, major fixes when it comes to like online or any other things. But there is something that did get fixed that we don't have any patch notes on as of right now that I will be talking about later in today's video. But let's go ahead and talk about the content that was added with this patch 1.24. As you guys can see on the screen right here, this patch brought in Macho Man Randy Savage Wolfpack, Mr. Perfect Wolfpack, Lex Luger Wolfpack, Scott Steiner Wolfpack, and Hollywood Hogan Wolfpack. So these are all the superstars renders. As you guys can see, they all have the NWO shirt on except for Scott Steiner. Now this is how they look in game. So this is a in-game look of all of these superstars that were added with this patch update, and it looks fantastic. I'm glad that we got the Macho Man Wolfpack. I'm glad that we got Steiner Wolfpack, and I'm just glad that we got all of the DLC superstars that were in the NWO as a Wolfpack persona card. So I'm just glad that that is in there. So huge shout out to 2K for giving us that in persona card form. Now, speaking of persona card, I believe the only way you will be able to get any of those superstars is by playing My Faction and pulling them from the upcoming My Faction pack, which is called Wolfpack. And this is how it looks. So if you are interested in getting the Wolfpack persona cards, as we just got through seeing, you most likely would have to pull them from the Wolfpack packs that will be coming to My Faction very soon. Now let's go ahead and talk about the DLC superstars that are set to be released tomorrow and everything that you need to know about them. So coming from the SmackDown Hotel, as you guys can see, we do have the overall ratings for these WCW DLC superstars. So DDP is coming in at an 88, Lex Luger is coming in at an 87, The Great Muta in 86, Iron Sheik in 85, and Mr. Perfect in 84. Now, overall ratings really don't matter when it comes to, these WWE 2K games, because you can go in and edit them yourself and, put them to whatever you believe that superstar rating should be. So I'm not too much shocked or surprised about these ratings, because I will say I agree with all of them, and I definitely agree that DDP should be the higher out of all 5 of them, because he kind of did the most when it comes to his WCW run. Now, one superstar that we didn't get to see in the WCW trailer that was revealed on Friday was Iron Sheik. Now, as you guys can see right here, this is the first look of Iron Sheik in WWE 2K24. And I gotta say, they did a fantastic job on his model. They got his body type right, they got the attire right, and as you guys can see, this is his entrance attire as well. You know what, since we are already talking about Iron Sheik, let's just go ahead and show the rest of the DLC superstars and how they are also detailed as well. Now let's go ahead and stick with the Iron Sheik because the mustache look fantastic. They even got the dimple chin in there to make it even more accurate. And DDP looks very detailed as well. The same thing goes for Lex Luger, The Great Muta, and Mr. Perfect. Now my favorite superstar out of this DLC pack is Mr. Perfect. He looks fantastic. His model is literally a 10 out of 10. Now also with Mr. Perfect, I did see on X that the theme song that he will have is his Exodus theme song. Now that is a major W as well. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Great Muta. Now we did see from the reveal that the Great Muta model that is in the game was, him with the red face paint. Now that is not his only model in the game, because as you guys can see on the screen right here, Status confirmed that the Great Muta comes with a secondary attire, which is the black face paint. Now we did see this with the renders that was found in the files as well, but we thought, that had something to do with my faction. But no, it is confirmed that the Great Muta will have a second attire that you can play with in the game, which is the black face paint. And this is how it looks. It looks great. It looks fantastic, and this is saving us a slot spot in the game. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we didn't get any patch notes for this patch update, but there was something that was pointed out on X that is now fixed in the game, that we didn't get a patch note on, but people had to go and check and see, which is that the CM Punks in the community creations are not content damaged anymore. Now I believe the only reason they were content damaged was because of the knee pads, and as you guys all know, they did release, I believe, his 2010 model, and those had my faction parts with the knee pads, and the knee pads were the issue. But it looks like they decided to re-add all of his parts into the game with this patch update, so you shouldn't have a problem downloading the CM Punks. Now, a superstar that is content damaged again is Scott Steiner. So it looks like Scott Steiner is content damaged, so if you didn't download him, looks like you probably won't be able to download him as of right now because it is content damaged once again. But anyways, guys, it's been your boy Blix Action, keeping you guys posted on a lot of WWE 2K24 news, rumors, leaks, DLCs, as well as updates. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well, because it does help out with the channel a lot. And also, before we head out of here, I just want to say we are basically at the end point when it comes to WWE 2K24 news, because like I said, this is the last DLC, and I don't think 2K is going to be releasing any more surprise DLC soon. We did see the wide pack, which was a surprise to all of us, and I believe that is probably going to be the only one, well, that is the only one that they release, and most likely is going to be the only one that will be released in this game. So I feel like the only thing that we will be still getting from WWE 2K24 is a lot of things to do with my faction, because we still gotta wait until March before we get 2K25, which is the date for it to be released. And we all know in January is when we start heating up when it comes to the WWE 2K25 news. But let me quit yapping and rambling and all of that. I know this video might be a little long at the end because I'm talking about 2K25, 2K24, and how it is basically coming to an end. But anyways, Blix Action signing off, y'all. Peace.